Hello, hello. I am Christian Parrish, and welcome to the best and worst moments of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, one of the original Cartoon Network shows that was popular. Once my friends get here, we'll get started. Oh, here we go. Hello, Fresh.
Eh, like what? So like what made you like change your mind about like doing this, or did you want it to like already go with it?
I'm going to go with it. Even though Blitz is on Discord, I still want to go with it. And plus, you seen most of Foster's Home, so you're a big fan than I am. So,
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. I only got into five.
hello, Galaxy.
Hey,
You Galaxy.
hey, is it
And hey,
live
Blitz,
first?
enjoy with Discord. Good luck with Debbie.
Yeah, hopefully she answers your question, whatever you have in store for her. I bet you, he's gonna say one of Carl Wizard's lines. Do you have any croissant? Oh boy, imagine what I imagine it would be with that. But it's- oh
Is it live first?
What? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I'm doing all right too. Church was really good, so let's go ahead and do this. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's a movie watcher. Hello, movie watcher.
Hello, Christian.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
How's your day?
It's going good. The temperature is in the, I think it's in the 80s or 90s today, which is very
Yeah,
hot.
yeah, it's pretty hot too. So I have the air conditioning on.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, I thought it was 3 o'clock. Okay. Oh, okay. So that means he probably might join a little bit then or later. But so movie watcher, have you watched this show Cartoon Network called Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, I did. It's one of my favorite shows on Cartoon Network.
That's good to hear. And we'll go ahead and get started. I'll write down the first episode to talk about, which is actually the very first episode. House of Blues.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's the first episode. That's where it all started and stuff. So, as it starts, 8-year-old boy Mac and his imaginary friend Blue Burgard Q Kazoo, or Blue for short, often gets into fights with his 13-year-old brother Terrence. When Mac's mother tires of his this behavior, she tells him that he has outgrown his age imaginary friend and must get rid of him. Crushed by overhearing their argument, except for Terrence, who is rather pleased, Blue later comes across a TV commercial for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends where good ideas are not forgotten, according to the motto. The next day, Mac and Blue stop at the Spelling Mansion, met by Mr. Harriman, the strict business manager. After Blue explains the situation in comically exaggerated detail, they are given a tour of the house. Frankie, the caregiver, about to show Mac and Blue around. However, she's soon called away by the ill-tempered high maintenance residence Duchess. And
Uh,
I want
Duchess. I don't like her that much because she's mean.
and ugly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so while they're doing the chore, I'm just making this short because it's too long to read. They meet different imaginary friends like Wilt, Eduardo, and Coco. Really main characters. Wilt is a tall red figure. Is like I got one arm. Eduardo is a Hispanic bull-like creature, and Coco just says Coco a lot and poops out eggs that has prizes in them. Yeah. So So next day, a wealthy rich people stopped by Foster's and a friend for their spoiled daughter. They only want her best for her. Frankie sees a perfect chance to get Duchess out of the house for good. The married couple agrees just as Mr. Harriman is getting ready to do the paperwork for adoption. Through the daughter catches the sight of Blue, starts chasing him. A royal will and Coco race all over the house to keep Blue out of reach, but the married couple's daughter finally reaches up to him, shows him other father. They agreed, but only last minute arrival saves him. The millionaire leaves empty-handed. While Duchess is even more angry and not even leave Foster's to do Blue's interference. Frank is amazed by Mac refuses to abandon Blue, but Mr. Hammer assumes that Mac will do so in time, only to have Frankie remind him that his creator never abandoned him either. Terrence, meanwhile, has been watching from behind bushes across the street, realizes that Mac has gone rid of Blue. He does to join forces to have a plan to take him away. Blah 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 blah. Still the one having to go, but the owner of the mansion, Madam Foster, decides to have Blue live at the mansion, and Blue can visit him anytime he wants, and that's how the series started.
And yes, and technically, it's more of a like hour special or so to speak like that.
Yeah. And I would like explain more, but it's too long to read. So, but it's still, I've never really seen it, but me, Fresh X, and Blitz E Fresh has done a transcript of the episode or special, whatever, and it's actually pretty good.
Yes, it is.
And let's talk about the absolute worst episode I've ever seen. I just forgot the name. God dang it. Frick.
Yeah, everyone knows it's Bendy.
Yeah, thank you.
That episode I don't like that much.
Oh, I'm glad you agree, dude. Okay, where do I start about this god awful episode? Well, from what I remember, okay, so, of course, the usual adoption, but these parents are angry because the kid's imaginary friend, which is a yellow furry creature named Bendy, is saying they're causing random mishap around the house. Then Frankie noticed that boy is like a bit sheepish. Then she she thinks it's the boy, like blaming on Bendy, doing like he's trying to do mishap instead of Bendy. Mr. Harriman agrees, saying that it's the boy. The parents are furious about this. They leave with the boy. Bendy is end up staying, and apparently the parents were right. Bendy started actually causing mishap, but Blue is taking all of the blame for it because they know that Blue is usually a troublemaker. So Blue has a plan to try to catch him in the act. He does different things that Bendy would do, but after it was like a total collision. Everyone is mad at Blue, but not at Bendy. And so, yeah, that's how that happened. So Blue, once again, took the blame for it. The episode ends where Bendy stays at Foster's home for imaginary friends, which is absolute bogus. I mean, my God.
You know,
and
funny thing about Bendy is that I know that every time that Bendy gets blamed for something, he always cries.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He does. What a crybaby. I mean, grow up.
I know, right?
Look, he only does that. It's called crocodile tears. Like meaning
Oh,
that he's
that's what that means. I was wondering what that means, but I'm glad you told me what that means. But that episode was absolute ridiculous. And there's actually a video on Watch Mojo where it shows like top episodes of movie endings, whatever, that made viewers rage quit, and that was one of them where Bendy doesn't like get in trouble and stays at Foster's home. And if you don't want to watch it, like if you have it on DVD or whatever, just skip it.
Good idea.
Yeah. But if you want to watch it, that's your own dang problem. All right. Next one.
Yeah,
Blue.
I got mine.
Well, I just wrote down, but you go ahead and write what you want to do.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Schlockstar.
All right, so this one revolves around so it's basically kind of like a contest of like the band a band concert and all that stuff. So yeah, it's like Blue tries to join into a group of imaginary friends who have their own band called Pizza Party. He tries to fit in, but it just didn't really end well since Blobby Pants is the singer, which he is normally really nervous about, but this might be a big step up for him or something. So anyway, Blue goes out to form his own band called Taco Fiesta with Wilt, Eduardo, and Coco, but just issues and all that stuff. So when the night comes, everybody does their own song, and when it came up to Blue being all alone and stuff, he tries everything that he could, only to be like booed off for ripping off Pizza Party's song. Eventually, they all make up, and it becomes really big throughout the night. So at the end they discovered they figured that they want Blue to be part of another concert, but they can't since there was a fire incident at Foster's.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a pretty epic episode. There's of course, what I like about any other show is the pop culture references, because Blue wore the makeup from the members of Kiss.
Nice.
And yeah, like some of the songs, especially Pizza Party song with Blobby Pants singing. Like Jeff Bennett is an amazing singer. It's just so awesome to hear.
Well, I'll listen to it later after this. So it sounds like a pretty interesting episode.
Yeah, it's one of the best in my opinion. Yeah.
All right. And now talk about this one. So this episode starts off. It's raining and muddy. Mac and Blue are both splashing each other with mud. They're both having a great time and laughing like any kid who splashes mud in the rain, whatever. But they end up getting a flu, which are sneezing. So they're both inside, are getting warmed up by Frankie, and then Frankie noticed that Mac is getting hot and feverish, so she decides to take him home. Blue is staying home. Of course, he's actually his flu is actually getting worse, which is making him turn all white. Meanwhile, Coco, Eduardo, and Wilt are watching a horror movie, which is scaring the living crap out of them. And after the movie, Wilt and Eduardo think that the ghost in the film is real, and they get startled a lot. And when Frankie turns Mac home, she's having a lot of mishap and stuff. Her the van she drives in is barricaded and messed up and stuff. What else? Oh yeah, Blue over time his skin turns white. I guess from his standard, he gets sick, he turns all white. So apparently everyone thinks that Blue is a ghost because of the horror movie. They tried to stop him, to set up different traps. Meanwhile, Frankie is still having mishap, and she's getting stalked by this scary, mysterious character. And then later at the end of the episode, found out that Blue is the ghost, and then the guy that's chasing Frankie is actually an imaginary friend looking for a home.
Yeah, it's like one of the more funnier episodes, kind of almost on par with Halloween, because
yeah. And I love the part where when Coco's grabbing the phone and hi Ding Dong, he's a friend of mine from a YouTuber stream. Anyway, no, his name's actually Ding Dong. But anyways,
I know. All right, I'm just laughing at just something else.
What was good? Oh yeah, and when Coco was got to grab the phone and Will asked who you gonna call, and she went, "Call Coco, like Ghostbusters." It was just funny. Oh, thank you, Fresh. I was just planning on about to talk about this.
Yeah. Well, okay. So yes, it all starts with this family having this mysterious box. Nobody knows what's in it. Only they know, but they just give it away to the Fosters. So Frankie is honestly getting tired of, well, basically not being appreciated for all the hard work that she does at Foster's. So she goes into the mysterious box, which turns out to be a whole new other world, which, quite frankly, is this off-screen character who is eventually revealed to be called World, and all he wants is just somebody to be with, to not be abandoned, to not be left alone and stuff. So they become like really great friends. Everybody back at Foster's just misses Frankie and tries looking for her. They eventually find the box. They go inside and try to convince her to go home, but she's just happy there. And World decides to take care of everybody else while trying to like destroy them and stuff. It's not until they decide to cope, just try to just like be cool with each other. But well, Mr. Harriman found a way to come in there and just ruin the moment. Just straight up just badgering World, breaking him down until he just lost his crap. Like, like, what happens? What's happening? You chained them off. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Actually, I saw a video where he actually, Blue actually said, "You pissed him off. That's what happened."
So yes, like World gets all like angry and stuff, turns into a monster, try to kill everybody again until they find a way out. But they actually make up in the end. They actually gave World a body to become, the figment of an imaginary friend. So he's there living at Foster's now. So that's basically it.
Yeah. Really good special. One of the best specials ever. As my childhood. It's just so many memories.
Yes, same here. Oh, and you got something in here.
Oh, yeah, I read it. Yeah. Yeah. One of my friend's stream is called Frosty Lemon. He's a streamer who does like Nintendo games mainly, and he's one of the viewers. And they do a thing called lurking, which is like hanging out. Like you can watch it, but just not comment. Lurking in the shadows. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of, huh? I mean, like, you can't feel free to comment or nothing. It's kind of a little bit harsh, or awkward, or just I don't know, just.
Next one. Who let the dogs in?
Yeah, a little bit half and half for me.
Oh, you seen this?
Oh, dude, I've practically seen almost nearly every episode because this was like a really.
I mean, I've heard about this one. And this is one where Eduardo brings in the dog, and Mr. Hammond is scared because dogs are usually predators of rabbits.
No, that's what he believes, that dogs eat rabbits because he's really terrified.
Okay. So as the episode starts, a doorbell ringing 5 times. As Frankie comes downstairs in the Foster's lobby, get the door. Saint Bernard tackles her, gets looking at her. A couple gets off her. Frankie has a couple show him to tell her that found the dog. Eduardo suddenly starts playing with the dog. The hairman says that Eduardo found a friend, his pink-shirted wife, and says I don't know why they're describing it that way, but it just said wife or whatever. Says very, very happy as Frankie takes lost pets, but Frankie tells them that the house is a home for us imaginary friends, not pets. It says that they can't take the dog. Eduardo overhears it. Frankie tells Cabo take sugar, which is 5 blocks down. But Eduardo carries the dog and shows Frankie that he's so adorable and cute. It says it needs to go home. Te bien, which means two in Spanish. And begs her to keep him. After Eduardo says to Super downtown, he tackles Frankie again, and he says he likes her. Frankie agrees that dog is nice at all, but tells Ed that Mr. Harriman has a strict no dog policy. She gives Eduardo the dog and wipes a saliva on her sweater. Blah blah blah. Uh, Eduardo asks why does he have a rule about that, and she explains that about to explain. And Mr. Harris sees who's at the door. He starts to get scared, like a scaredy cat, and then he gets carried away. Explains he thinks that dogs eat rabbits and stuff. Oh boy, there's a lot to talk about. Hey, Fresh, you want to tell the rest?
What?
Want to tell the rest of the episode?
Okay, so eventually, with his strict no dogs rule, he then finds a pup. He then finds a puppy that he keeps for himself. Eventually, that leads to Mac finding a box full of puppies, and well, all while Blue is trying to build something, a fort or whatever it was with Mac. He then tries to like get rid of the puppies because well, just his basic bad character development ever since. And okay, so eventually, Eduardo does everything he can to keep his pup from being seen by anybody at all. It's not until they are eventually found, and as they're about to be sent back, they're actually revealed to be imaginary puppies, and they can be able to like stay there forever, which does not really sit well with Harriman. So that's it. That's basically all.
Wow. Dang.
But yes, a twist that they're actually all imaginative and stuff. And the one time that I actually did feel compassion for Blue when he and the pup said that they always loved each other. That really did like synthesize with Blue.
Yeah. And I'm also trying to find the episode where they try to find a gift for Madame Foster. I'm trying to figure out what the episode's called. Let's see. Man, that has got a lot of episodes. Shoot. Dang it. Where is it?
Added one.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I just passed that episode I was looking through. Go, Goo, Go. She is voiced by Grey Delisle. Explain, please.
Okay, so while Mac and Blue are doing their usual antics and stuff, Mac falls into a girl named Goo, who is extremely like really hyperactive, and her imagination is really off the charts, being able to come up with anything that comes to her mind, which causes problems with Foster. And they believe that Goo is Max's girlfriend, and that they need to convince her to leave because her imagination is really dangerous at a place called at Foster's. So as the days go by, they suggest that Max should never be able to go to Foster's anymore. Mac can't. Mac tries to be as nice as he could, but he just let the reason you suck speech to Goo, which really breaks her heart, and she reveals that she couldn't be able to make any real friends. So that's why she has this really powerful imagination.
Dang.
What?
I said, dang.
Yeah.
And eventually, her imagination really does come in handy as she can create friends for other people to adopt, and so yeah, it actually is a decent ending.
Wow. So, and in this case, she's like supernatural then.
I mean, I mean, like in your words, I mean, like I guess so. And that's also, and yes, and as great as Grey Delisle is, like all this time, it said that she can actually really talk that fast, and it's not really sped up by like computers or nothing.
That actually makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't think that Gray talked really fast, so that was really smart for them to speed it up because, like, they do that, of course.
No, they don't speed it up. Did you not hear me? She can actually talk that fast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did misheard that, but wow. Dang it. Where is that freaking episode?
The one with Madame Foster's birthday. I know exactly what episode you're looking for. It's called Store Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. Duh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Star Wars. As of course a reference to Star Wars, but alright, let me find it here. Whoops. Dang it. Star Wars. And I found this episode pretty interesting and pretty funny. Okay, so it's Madame Foster's. Whoops. It's Madame Foster's birthday. God dang it, stupid ads. Go away. Shoot. God. It's Madame Foster's birthday, and then friends are helping prepare for a surprise party. Mr. Heron sends Frankie to get streamers, as he believes parties cannot occur without them. Of course, everyone knows that. Frankie is about to leave for the mall with Blue tells her that he wants to buy Madame Foster a birthday present. Frankie is but she ends up taking Blue, Mac, Will, Eduardo, and Coco to the mall. Well, at the mall, Frankie purchases the streamers and tells Blue again that they could go to the one store, because they only have time to go to one. Being given 5 minutes, she doesn't tell Wilt, since he's too busy holding the door open for the mall goers, because he's really, really, really nice, like kind-hearted. You know what I mean? And he's pretty much out of commission for the rest of the episode. The gang goes to furniture store, and Blue decides he wants to buy Madame Foster a vibrating chair, but Frankie tells him that she can't afford to pay for it, as if it breaks it. Blue gets Frankie to sit on herself, causes her to fall asleep due to the comfortable vibrations. When she wakes up, she finds everyone gone. And worse, she realizes that she spent too much time and was in a panic indoor state to gather the friends and get them back to Foster's. She heads over to the clerk and asks where they went. The clerk tells her that Blue asked how much the chair was, told him how much it was, and called him a ripoff artist, and slapped him in the shin or kicked him, whatever. And it tells Frankie which way it went, and she takes off. Blue, upset that he couldn't afford the vibrating chair, goes around the mall trying to find a cheaper deal, but he fails to do so. And along the way, keeps calling people rip-off artists and kicking them in the shin. After they tell him the prices for the material, because major cheapskate. While Blue is looking up to stores, Coco applies for several jobs in order to get extra money. And Eduardo gets lost and is found by some security personnel. Frank finds Mac, and together they find Eduardo and Coco. Coco refuses to help Frankie, which causes them to argue for a short period of time. A sad cause begins. Blue's behavior gets him in trouble with security because his shin kicking and cheap nature has convinced him to shoplifter. Frankie eventually gets all the friends onto the bus except for Coco, only to discover that Coco is already on the bus waiting for them. The gang returns to Foster's, and Blue gives Madame Foster one dress from the bus as a birthday present, since he couldn't buy the real massage chair. But then Coco gives Madame Foster the real massage chair, calls Blue a ripoff artist, and kisses him in the shin. Which episode Blue is saying, "Ow, my shin." Oh yeah, it's a pretty funny episode because there's one moment where when Blue was trying to find present, he finds cactuses that can move. He thought it was broken, then he discovered that they can move by sound or music, or whatever. So he started making noises and having a couple employees doing it on his back. I just find it funny.
Yeah, it's alright.
So, do you have a best or worst episode fresh?
I mean, I still have one of the many few best ones, but
I'll
still work on the worst.
I have one that we can talk about.
All right, what is it?
Here it is.
All right, what we got here? Partying is such sweet sorry.
Oh yeah,
All
that's
Partying is such sweet soiree. It goes like this.
I'll write it down. Such sweet sorry. Whoops. There we go. All right, now go ahead.
Partying is such sweet soiree. This, out of all the episodes, is one of my favorites. It goes like this. Frankie and Madam Foster are leaving for the day, so Mr. Harriman is placed in charge of the house. However, Madam Foster inadvertently gives Blue the idea to throw a wild party, and he plans to do so without Mr. Harriman's consent. While they manage to come up with a method to distract Mr. Harriman, there is still one person that could stop the party. Mac. Blue knows that with a little bit of sugar, which he cannot have, Mac will not be a problem, or so he believes. Instead, though, one small drop of sugar, just one small drop, turns Mac into a sugar-crazy maniac.
Yeah, I've
And-
seen that and like YouTube, like a dirty joke where he's like at a malt shop and he's like on a crazy sugar rush.
Yes, and Blue must stop him before he ruins the party. Meanwhile, he finds even more to worry about, including Mr. Harriman coming to his senses. So, in order to get Mr. Harriman out of the house, Coco called Mr. Harriman with the most oldest joke in the book. Is my refrigerator running? And then
Come on.
And then she tells him that you better go after it.
And let me guess, he fell for it?
Yes, he did.
Of course. One man, I'm surprised.
Yeah, so Mac consumed a lot of sugar. He takes off his clothes and starts running out the house like a speeding bullet. And then they find him in an alley in the city. So they went to take Mac back home to Foster's, but unfortunately the bus was not there because Frankie has it. So they decided to take the Madam Foster's car instead. Unfortunately, they couldn't take Eduardo because there was, quote, not enough room. So Eduardo took the only mode of transportation he could find, a bike. So it goes like this. They find Mac, they take him back into the car, and then they race to Foster's through the streets to get home before they do. Unfortunately, they stopped at a red light. Seeing Frankie pull up, she took one look at them, they see them, but then they change into different clothes so they won't be recognized, and they speed away. So, unfortunately, as soon as they got home, Frankie and Madam Foster were already there, and Mr. Harriman can realize that he's in for something he didn't expect. Big trouble. But Madam Foster said, no wild parties without me. So instead, he didn't get in trouble. Madam Foster wanted to be included. So there you have it.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty interesting episode.
Yeah, as they were speeding back to Foster's, they busted through a fence. Sheesh. They were like speeding very fast.
All right, now let's talk about Frankie, my dear.
Yes, the title itself is a parody of the quote from Gone with the Wind. Yes.
Yeah, frankly, my dear, I don't give a dang.
So yes. So Frankie, she had like other plans involved when she had other plans involved, but she's all caught up with work. So Mac decides to help her out of it, and that leads to Frankie giving him a kiss and saying that he is the best, which leaves
Oh,
Mac
that's
to
what that was. I was wondering about that because I've seen that on YouTube.
yes. So yes, Mac gets all lovey-dovey and believing that well that Frankie considers him to be like the best, which we don't really understand what she meant by that. So yes, as they try to know like what exactly she meant, all right. So there's many different people who think. No, wait. How can I put this? Okay, so it starts out like this. This pizza guy named Chet and this imaginary friend, a version of Prince Charming, they all think that they are the best that Frankie said. It wasn't until this guy named what was his name? Derek or something? Let's see. Oh, Dylan. Okay. So yes, it's this guy named Dylan who she has been saying that is the best and going out on a date. So they all decide to dress up in a disguise in order to prevent Dylan from taking Frankie away. It's not until that Dylan finds out who they really are and scolds them out, saying that why would Frankie consider falling for any of them when she can go out with a guy like him. Frankie overhears this and starts to beat the living crap out of him for what kind of a guy he turned out to be.
Yeah, I seen that part on YouTube, and I agree with you that he's a total douche.
No shtick.
Yeah, she took one punch to him, and everything went black.
Here's one I found interesting when I was looking through. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm just going to write down right now. It's called My So-Called Wife. So, in this one, Coco's recent lunacy begins to annoy Mr. Harriman and several of the Foster residents. But Coco's wackiness even more prominent than ever. Harriman informs Blue that a rich benefactor is considering giving Fosters an enormous sum of money to see it is a worthy institution. Fearing that Coco could scare off the benefactor, Harriman enlists Mac and Blue to keep Coco out of the way long enough to persuade the benefactor and to provide the money. And in turn, will reward both jet cars per Blue's request. Once the benefactor has arrived, the task of keeping Coco under the control is difficult for both Mac and Blue, but the duo manage to keep her out of sight for the most part. Unfortunately, the benefactor disapproves of Fosters for not having invisible imaginary friends and ready to leave the premises until he discovers Coco and mistakenly believes her to be Mr. Harriman's wife. With his mind change, he invites Mr. Harriman and Coco to his attends his annual charity gala at his mansion, with the prize being money he promised to donate to the house. With little time to teach Coco how to be refined and well-mannered before the gala, Mr. Harriman begins teaching her how to be so sophisticated. Meanwhile, a side plot, Mike and Frankie let to educate Boo about sarcasm since he doesn't understand it. Mr. Harriman being sarcastic when he and Blue promised jet cars. At first, the lessons for both Blue and Coco proved to be a little successful, but eventually Coco managed to be well sophisticated just in time before the gala. And Blue manages to understand sarcasm, thus he and Mac opt to join the gala as well. And the charity Alexis jet cars for tarts. During the night of the gala, Coco accidentally hit her head and regains her lunacy. But fortunately, her lunacy winds up allowing her to Harriman to advise the finals gala's tournament, where they face off against Mike and Blue, who have ascended to finals as well. And a joust featuring jet cars, Mac and Blue win the joust when Coco and Harriman are forced to bail out. In the process, Coco saves Harriman's life, who as a result gains a new respect for her. To everyone's shock at the gala, the benefactor is revealed to be a phony. Whoa! As the money he promised was nothing more than mere garbage. Oh, for the love of God. Realizing his mistake, the crazed benefactor hasty retreat just as the mansion's real owner appear and presents everyone a chance for trespassing, including Mac, Blue, Coco, and Mr. Harriman. With no money and having competed in the contest for no reason at all, the group returns to Foster's to resume their normal lives. Fortunately, during one of Coco's antics, she lays an egg that reveals a ton of money inside it, claimed to be more than what the benefactor had offered. With the new wealth, Herman says it for the Foster and buys the jackpots for Mac and Blue as he had promised them after all. Wow. What a crazy episode.
Yeah, I know. That I saw that episode many times. I can't believe that guy was a total phony.
Wow. I never seen it. And while reading this, wow. Holy crap. Makes me actually want to see how it's about. See what it's got here. Foster's home for making up pals. Oh, good.
Yeah. So this is one of the more worse episodes. Yes.
All right.
So yes, explained by this one guy that I know or that I watch his videos about, Gem Reviews. He's an awesome guy doing what he does. So yes. So Blue makes a really big mess after disobeying Frankie, and so she has to clean that up. Under the guy under Mr. Harriman, who forbids her for going to this concert. So yeah. Well, at least my favorite parts of any other moments in Foster is with her chewing him out, saying that when like she works really hard to have a scumbag like him like ruining her life and stuff. But anyway, this reveals to it all goes down to this quote unquote guy who calls himself Goopball, wearing a clown nose and a tie, passing himself also as an imaginary friend. So yes, everyone else buys that he actually is an imaginary friend when Frankie believes that he's just a normal guy who's just here to just slide on by as an imaginary friend. So he puts Frankie through all kinds of torture, such as helping him with his homework, doing his laundry. He eats all the food that results in Frankie buying some more. And when she comes back from getting groceries, they actually order pizza for dinner, and they make her pay for the pizza.
Oh my god!
And so in a turn, Frankie decides to dress herself as an imaginary friend in order for reasons I forgot. Goopball calls her out, and Herman really completely bans her from ever seeing the concerts. So she cleans all day and nights. The main characters go off to see the concert. Goopball brags about it to Frankie, and Frankie, she snaps the heck out and takes off his clown nose. And in a twist, it actually turns out that Goopball actually is an imaginary friend.
Wow. Whoa. Holy crap. And first of all, yeah, it does sound like it was episode by the way you describe it, but wow. What? Dang.
Gem Reviews, he described
what do you know? Hey, Blitz.
Behold, the Nega-chan!
Oh!
Welcome, dude.
Hello, Blitz.
Hello.
And
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
And yes, a kind of a lot like other worse episodes. Even though some of the characters, like Bendy and Goopball might be bad, their voice actors do still give some, flair.
Wait, who's Goopball?
Tom Kenny.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and how was your day, Blitz?
Yeah, it's actually good.
Cool. So I've never seen this episode ever, but I don't know if you heard of it. Let me go ahead and write it down. It's called. Whoops. Hickey Burp.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's all right.
So, while Mac is at school, he and his peers are subject to the bragging of student named Richie Wild Brat. Really? Oh, come on.
Come on.
Who tells him constantly about the success of his imaginary friend Blake's superior. Richie then goes on to inform Mac and other students, and then Blake will win imaginary friend talent show pageant. Mac went unwillingly to listen anymore of Richie's bragging, asked Boo to enter. Oh, hang on, my mom's calling me.
Get out of here, clean up this crap.
Oh yes, and another thing, not that it doesn't mean anything or something, but it turns out that I guess my main channel was free after all. So yeah, I got it back somehow.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, like tonight's or as soon as possible, I'll upload the next episode of Hall of the
Hall of the Greats, yeah. Is it female or male?
Male.
Child actor or like what?
Wait, what?
Child actor or
Oh no. Well, you might know him from I don't know, a certain Disney, a certain.
What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about?
The next episode of Hall of Greats.
Oh, okay.
But I can't get enough. Continue.
All right, now where was I? Okay. Mac it wasn't to more Reggie's bragging as Blue to enter the pageant and prove him wrong. Blue, however, refuses to attend. He's not interested and scrolls to find an excuse not to do an obnoxious attitude. During his Blue proceeds to consume mass quantities of potato chips and soda, so he catches the hiccups. Amused and entertained due to never having them before in his life, Blue uses his hiccups to annoy the Foster's residents to no end. The next day, as contestants sign up for the pageant, Reggie and Blake arrive, bragging as much as always when they both call Blue's hiccups ridiculous. Blue takes offense to their remarks and agrees to join their talent show with Mac, prove them wrong. Mac then tells Blue if there's any chance of either being Blake's superior, he will need to get rid of his hiccups, much to Blue's chagrin. Stating that while he is Blake is as talented as Ricky brags about that the hiccups alone will greatly hinder Blue's chances of winning. Blue agrees to get rid of the hiccups, and so Mac and Water proceed to try multiple methods of curing Blue's hiccups. And time, but no avail. After Blue slips some accidentally velocities, Mac then gets the idea of trying to use Blue's hiccups as an ability rather than work against him. After getting up a handful of friends, the idea presumably works. Mac and Blue become confident that they will win the pageant, unaware that Blake's superior in which he is driving their performance. At the night of the pageant, however, Mac is shocked to learn that Blue's hiccups have disappeared overnight, and that scramble to find a way to generate a new case of them before it's too late. During the pageant, Blue manages to survive the other categories along with Blake and Richie. During Blake's performance at the talent category, Mac is angered to learn that Blake, Superior, and Richie had stolen the planned performance, but rather than hiccuping, Blake Superior burps what Blue had planned to do instead. Miraculously, Blue regains his hiccups just turn and challenges Blake burp to a hiccup burp off. The challenge is long, fierce, and musical, but Blue manages to out-hiccup Blake burping, and thus he and Mac emerge victorious. And the challenge, however, much to Mac and Blue's jargon, they are not the winners of the pageant. The winner and imaginary friend is named Arpit Joe. Oh my god. Dang. That is messed up.
Shocker.
And what's in the private chat? Blessy pulled a Craig McGuire. What?
Yes, it's in comparison to Craig Tucker from South Park, who flips people off, and as well, you already know.
Okay.
Except he doesn't win Stacy.
That's another episode I saw while I was passing through. What's this one about? Goodwill.
Special. It's more like a special or a movie.
Oh.
So
Okay.
So
Cool.
yes, the title is it's reference to Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, I'm aware.
So yes, it all revolves around this special about the creators meeting their imaginary friends, like coming together and stuff, reunion wise, yeah. So it all falls down on Wilt, who just straight up decides to just leave Foster's. I forgot whatever reason, but so he just goes out on his own to, well, yeah, like to whoever knows like what he's gonna do. So the other team decides to follow them and to follow like wherever he's going, and it eventually reveals that Wilt is actually in a rematch game with this dude that he knows called Foul Larry, who's responsible for making him look like what he is now.
So he's the one who ripped off his arm then, right?
No, not rip off. If you listen closely, instead of jumping to the conclusions. So yes, Mac. So way back, Mac and his creator Jordan Michaels, parody of Michael Jordan. So they were playing basketball against Foul Larry. Foul Larry decides to crush Jordan Michaels until Wilt steps in and is undoubtedly crushed. So yes, his arm is crooked and his leg is yes, his arm and his eye are broken. So that's why it's like that.
Oh, dang.
So it eventually leads up to a rematch. I honestly forgot like how it ended. Maybe Wilt's and probably like and overall, it's really nostalgic to me. And one of my best moments is, of course, when they were doing the name game on the bus. When I did that "Shut Up" compilation. That's what it was.
Oh, and I was gonna write this down called Neighbor Pains, but it doesn't have a real only information. I can't even find any more information, so I'm gonna skip that one unless you've seen it.
Well, I'll do you a better one. If you ever saw the Christmas one, the Christmas or Halloween with A Lost Cause or Nightmare on Wilson Way.
Let's do the Nightmare one.
Which one?
The Nightmare one.
Yeah, Nightmare on Wilson Way. Okay. But yes, title is a parody of Nightmare on Elm Street. Everyone is really sick of Blue's. What was it again?
Shenanigans and whatnot.
No. I know that, but it's the fake peanut butter like gag. That peanut brittle.
The snake in the can thing.
Yeah, that one.
Thanks a lot.
So everyone is really sick of Blue like pranking them on Halloween. It's not until he does the prank to Mr. Harriman and he somehow gets a heart attack and dies.
What the?
It's not what you think. Okay?
I know, but what the dang?
Blue, freaking out that he think that he killed Mr. Harriman, tries to seek out other people for help, but one by one they each turn into zombies. It's not until he goes to Mac and decides to break him loose by giving him candy, and so then they actually reveal that it was all a setup to get back to Blue for pranking him so many times. So Mac is still on the loose, crazy candy, a hungry monster, and then at the end credits, it's revealed that, well, not really no reveal, but anyway, just Mac wakes up thinking that he is responsible for like what happened. Finding Wilt's fake little prosthetic arm that he uses. So yeah, it's a
very interesting episode.
It's pretty nice. It and that's some like really really great stuff, like with Madame Foster dressed up like Yoda that one time, and Frankie dressing up as Blossom.
Which is funny because one, the creator of Foster's is also the creator of Powerpuff Girls. And fun fact, if you look closely, she is actually wearing a shirt of the Powerpuff Girls. So if you think it's a pink bunny, it's not. Certain cases where she takes off her jacket, you can actually see the silhouettes of the Powerpuff Girls. Of course, the colors being pink, green, and blue. And let's talk about Butch's suggestion. Challenge of the Super Friends.
Oh yes, that's a good one. Boots.
Yeah, it was. So, in this episode, when a large, dangerous imaginary friend begins to like destroy the city, a new imaginary friend comes in action, the Imaginary Man, that comes to stop him. And eventually, Mac becomes his sidekick, which Blue is not happy about. Other than that, yeah. Then there's this new villain called Nemesis, which was kind of surprising what happened at the ending of that.
What do you mean?
We found out that like Nemesis and Imaginary Man were brother and sister.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. But what did I say was the other funny gags was like when Mac was saying like random catchphrases from like other TV shows.
Like
He's like, hey, Jinkies, zoinks.
Interesting.
So, my sorry.
What'd you say the other one is? The sister, what's her name?
Nemesis, voiced by Grey Delisle.
Cool.
It's actually Nemesis, dude.
Oh, so why say Nemesis here?
Yeah.
Oh, her. I know
Mhm.
her. I used her in my birthday video for Gray. Oh, so that's who that is.
Yeah. But my other favorite scene is when Blue was trying to like make a cape, but he used the tablecloth, and Eduardo was like with it. You remember that first?
Yeah, I do.
Just like how he's tagging around, and I remember the fight scene, and Eduardo was like, "Ooh, this is getting good."
And of course, Blue pulled a Darth Vader saying, "But Mac, I am your father."
This one I found is literally called Busted.
Busted.
Yeah, apparently so. All right. The episode starts off with Blue peacefully walking up the morning, but immediately Mr. Herman starts bossing him around. This goes on through breakfast and angers Blue more and more every time. Finally, Blue can't take it anymore and demands to know what this is all about. And Mr. Herman informs Blue that he has already broken a house rule by not being able to be adopted. So if Blue breaks any more rules, he won't be able to live there anymore. This scares Blue and he vows to stand still so it won't get into trouble. But when Mac and Blue, when Mac, Will, and Coco Eduardo ask him what he's doing, they can't understand what he's saying. Blue starts moving all over the place and ranting, so he doesn't see Madam Foster's bus until it shatters on the floor as into standing arrested. Okay, that's why it's called busting.
Duh.
That's actually clever. Well, I didn't know. I've never seen the episode. Well, obviously, Blue just broke a rule and appears to leave until he thinks they can't break more house rules to cover up the fact that he broke a house rule and will stay. It takes the five of them on the wild ride to try to prepare and place the bus that Blue busted. Oh, Jesus, that's a tongue twister. Which makes many messes that Frankie has to clean up, even though she was already assigned to fix the problem on all the bathrooms. At a last resort, they asked the real Madam Foster to mime her bus. For that, they cover in flour, making a mess in the kitchen. When Mr. Harriman comes along, she successfully stays and still and plan seems to work. Unfortunately, Mr. Harriman walks by and insults Frankie to the bus, not knowing that it's the real Madam Foster. Madam Foster then blows raspberry at Mr. Harriman as he leaves. He turns around in fury, blaming Blue, thinking he flagellated, but Blue quickly says, "Excuse me." Mr. Herman lets him go and leaves, but not before warning Blue that he's still watching him. Blue thinks that their problems are over, but realizes that there's a slight flaw in his plan. Madam Foster must remain still, covered in flour for the rest of her life to imitate the bust. Matt suggests that they use glue to fix the bust. They retrieve glue from Mr. Herman's office, where Frankie catches them and finds out that they were behind all the messes she's been cleaning up all day, and why they made them. She decides to chill out Mr. Herman because of all his rules are driving everyone crazy. Eduardo panics, knocks Frankie unconscious, and throws her into a closet so she can't argue with Mr. Herman. Later, the friends fix the bust, but when they put it back where it belongs, Coco runs in excitement and bumps into Blue, causing him to knock the bust all over again. This time, Mr. Hammond sees this and sends Blue to his office. He hands him a new bus. It turns out the bus gets broken so often that it isn't against the rules to break it. Oh my god! And there's a whole closet full of them. Jesus Christ! This cliche. Unfortunately, that's the closest Eduardo through closet through Frankie in, and then when she creates consciousness, she accidentally breaks them all. And then Herman tells her to clean up the mess. She chases Herman around his office and beats him with the broom he gave her. Dang gum!
Well, thank you for the storytelling because I was following what you were saying because I had the script up open already.
Oh my god, that was a weird episode, crazy episode. But I'm glad that Frankie started to beat the crap out of him.
And yeah, there's actually trivia here. And it says here, this is the first time Mr. Harriman actually took out his gloves.
Oh, he did? Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And there is also pop culture references here. It says here the sponge in the little sack of dirt represents like SpongeBob and Patrick from the Glowing's most popular enemies series. It says here.
Interesting. Cool. But dang. So let me get this straight. Busting a bus is not like a part of the world, so you just break it wherever you want to. Like, break it. Oh, where was it? Whatever. I mean, Mr. Hammond should have told Blue that.
You know how
like he probably didn't know this when he first like moved in there in the first place. In fact, without Mr. Hammond explaining the rules, he should have like a wall of it full of the rules so everyone can see it. But whatever. What the show wants, that's what the show wants. Okay, what the heck is this? A lost clause. Oh, this one. I think I remember doing this transcript, right?
we discussed this. Yeah, this is the Christmas one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, wasn't that House of Blues? Wait,
No, but we also did this for like whatever Christmas, transcripts.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, so yes, so it revolves around Mac, following the old kid cliche about if Santa Claus is real or not. So while in the subplots, it revolves around Blue, stating that he wants more than just one Christmas present, since Foster's doesn't really have that much for everybody, and also with Herman pulling an Ebenezer Scrooge type of role. So yeah, Mac does everything to try to see if Santa Claus is real or not, and Blue sets up this whole you'll be haunted by three spirits thing from A Christmas Carol on Mr. Harriman, finally convincing him to bring more than just one present. And Mac, the one thing that he wants to prove that Santa is real is just underwear. So when Christmas Christmas Day comes, he opens every present that he ever wanted, and when he's so close to just getting underwear, it just didn't really turn out so well for him. But when he reaches Foster, everybody is having a great Christmas. Blue got a large amount of coal, and apparently Santa Claus is real because Mac then got the underwear.
Yep. And I can see why Blue had to get coal, because we know how Blue is. He's super greedy.
Well,
and before I talk about Blitz's suggestion, there's an episode called The Big Picture. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. Well, I want you to explain it because the fandom or the Wikipedia doesn't have much information. So, yeah.
All right, it's basically I think it's just all about like getting the perfect picture, like to have like everybody in frame. I think that's that.
Yeah, and also they're trying to solve a mystery of a photo taken years ago. It said while I was like looking for it.
Well, that's all that I could like remember from it. So you just put it on there for no reason.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's a problem.
Did that Uncle Pockets like appear in the episode?
Wait, I thought he appeared in no, I think he appeared in like some other episode.
No, but like I remember the end credits of it. Like Yeah, like Blue was like passing by and he saw him.
Okay, like when you put it like that, I mean, like it's all about being like,
Yeah.
true about your words.
Okay.
Hmm.
The swap bucks here.
You ever seen it?
Never heard of it.
No.
So basically, they go to a swap meet.
All right.
Yeah,
Um,
I still can't remember.
So how can I put this to make it easier? Yeah, so basically they go to the swap meet and what do you call it? There's this robber, right? He's running around like, stealing stuff from the swap meet. But eventually he gets caught, which leaves him like, he dropped his money, but only like one dropped. And Eduardo found $100 from that. And everybody's like, pressuring Eduardo to like give them the $100. And yes, this is the reason. So Eduardo wanted the $100 because he wants a dollhouse. Blue wants a statue of a mongoose fighting four cobras. Let's see. Mac wants to rebuy his entire Rocket Wars reference to Star Wars. Wilt just wants a cup of lemonade because Wilt was carrying all this stuff for like the swap meet, and he got tired of that, But like when Eduardo was offering him the $100 to the guy that was selling the lemonade, he was like he doesn't have a change. But here's the thing though. How can I put this? But the guy is dying. Like, just give him the lemonade. Like, don't you feel Wilt?
Fresh said he'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Okay. Mr. Harriman wanted to invest it for Eduardo. Adam Foster wants Eduardo to spend it on stuff he already owns. Frankie wants it for a Zumbani, I think that's how you pronounce it, an all-purpose like cleaning car vacuum. And Coco just wants to eat the $100 bill, which is pointless. And there is references there's like a reference to Mario Luigi people. And let's see. There was a Darby doll reference to Barbie from the show Dexter's Laboratory in that one. Let's see. But overall, the ending shocked me the most because Eduardo had to save a lot of goods. Like he had golden bars, jewelry, everything.
Whoa.
Yeah, and he was trying. Mr. Harriman was trying to like invest it for him, right? And Eduardo still denied because he just likes to keep stuff.
All right then. Next one. Oops. Cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Let's see if I remember that.
Okay, so Foster is in need of a new roof. It begins leaking while it rains outside during the winter. However, Foster has no emergency funds left after Madam Foster paid for a solid gold vault to keep money safe. I'm willing to tolerate the lifestyle. Blue tries to sell lemonade to some customers, only for his efforts to fail because the cold weather froze his lemonade. Touched by Blue's efforts, Madame Foster bakes a batch of her famous cookies for him. Madame Foster's cookies proved to be a much more successful venture in selling to people in the money race by selling them enough to buy a new roof for Foster's. However, Blue has already become consumed by greed, as always, and plans on selling more of them until he learns that Madame Foster only bakes them once a year. I'm willing to let the sales only last once a year. Blue and the gang try to break into Madame Foster's vault to get the cookie recipe, but are soon quickly discovered by Mr. Harriman. Blue, however, tricks Harriman to give him the recipe after bribing him to become the chairman for his new cookie manufacturing company. Soon, everyone at Foster's is working non-stop baking and selling cookies, and Blue learns all the profits that he strongly desired. However, Blue's new fortune turns him into a power-hungry boss, forcing everyone to keep working without any break time while he bathes his new fortune. Also, because of his new mass production lifestyle, the cookies are now made in. The customers begin losing interest, even after Blue begins selling new cookie-themed merchandise, which also fails to attract customers. Soon, everyone becomes fed up with Blue's greedy and selfish attitude, but Blue fires them all instead, while an oven friend named Oveny is forced to stay because he's under contract and Mac quits. Blue decides to make the cookies himself. The task only backfires when Blue tries baking the cookies at 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit and blows up the roof in the process. But the cookie business destroyed. Blue is left back at the beginning from where he has started, selling lemonade to raise money to fix the roof for Foster's. Blue then apologizes for his friends for treating them like slaves and then forgive them. The manufacturer comes in and says she's now giving all Blue's cool stuff. And a subplot episode, Frankie tells a grief of her own, riveting addiction to Madame Foster's cookies. Throughout the episode, she acts erratic, insane from being given even more cookies to eat since she was able to eat them once a year. The ending credits briefly shows that she's gotten considerably fat from her near constant eating. Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I was wondering about. Oh, I see where you put a prep chat. Here's Freshie. That's funny. And yeah, I saw that on YouTube where she gets a craze about the cookies. Dadgum. Next
Okay.
one, Mac Daddy.
Before I explain that, I have something I just found on the internet. Hold on, let me send it to both of you.
All right. This stream's going pretty well.
For once.
Yeah, like it's better than last week.
Yeah. Yeah, Ken, sorry about that. All right, what we got here? What? Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yes, I remember those.
Yeah, surprising. Like I didn't know they had toys for that for Burger King back in the day.
You
Did they have them for McDonald's?
For McDonald's, they had Wilton Mac. I mean, Blue.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so what's Mac Daddy?
This is the first appearance of Cheese.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was planning on writing that down because I was looking through episodes of that. So yeah, thank you.
So yes, we get introduced to Cheese, and Mac and Blue are just wondering where he came from, and they're realizing Mac might have dreamed about him when he was sleeping. So now that's where we get the title Mac Daddy. Ooh, and then no, I don't remember that much from it. Although I do remember.
I'll help you out.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so Cheese is just a general nuisance to everybody, especially with Blue, who tries to get rid of him because he doesn't want him as his little brother, basically. And so yeah, like he's just generally annoying everybody right off the freaking roof. And it's not until Blue starts to have visions about what horrible things would happen to him if he did his basic stupid stuff. So he decides to let him stay because he just doesn't want anything bad happening to him. It's not until Cheese's real owner Louise shows up. And
Cheese Louise.
yes.
I just like that. And then don't forget he's really obsessed with chocolate milk.
Well, yes. Well, okay, yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Obsessed with chocolate milk and horses and he calls every liquid chocolate milk.
Really?
I like chocolate milk. Oof.
I like potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
So that's the origin of Cheese, huh?
Yeah.
Or you thought about an episode, Fresh?
Oh wait. Since I see you got one yeah, I think I kind of heard that one, and I kind of saw a little bit of a TV spot from it.
Well, yeah. Oh crap! That doesn't have any mention. Take it, fandom. You made me. Fudge.
Okay. So now what was that one again? Oh, right. Yes, I found it. Yes.
And it sounded like a pretty interesting title too, because I was looking through. It said I think Mac overdue his library book, so hires an investigator, but Venom doesn't have any information because idiots. And neither does
I got this one
Wikipedia.
as well.
Hey, like not every website is going to be well organized. That's why I go to the well organized ones first and only.
The sweet stench of his the sweet stench of his success. That's a tongue twister. Jesus.
Slow down, Roadrunner.
I was trying to read it, but it was a freaking tongue twister.
You can't go to my range. How dare you?
But explain.
Blue fakes about being a lost imaginary friend, which catches the attention of this guy named Chet. Like if that was his name, I don't remember. Decides to make her in this deodorant called Dio, which is designed to make people smell better, which everyone believes at first. So it all goes to the basics thing about like what it is about being a celebrity, going through all the basic celebrity stuff, and he is unable to go home because of his contract. Since Blue faked being lost when he actually isn't really, like he's kept under Chet as his personal imaginary friend or pet or slave or whatever you want to put it, because he's just a straight up D-head. So eventually Blue tries to send a message to his friend in Morse code that he needs help. They try their best to get him out of there, and then some Blue gives this really big speech out saying that Mac is his real imaginary friend. He is the one that created him and stuff. He's bound to him, and it's revealed that the Dio product that they were trying to sell doesn't really make people smell better, only just way worse.
Interesting.
So, and yeah, that's basically it. And it also ends with Eduardo becoming a celebrity for potatoes or something like that. I don't really know what was up with that.
So let's talk about Cuckoo for Cocoa Cards.
This is a reference to the title Cocoa Puffs. It says here in the trivia.
Yes.
Yeah. So this episode basically is like, like any other like collect Pokemon cards. It's like a reference to that, like Coco starts popping out like these like baseball cards with everybody in the house of Foster's home. And Blue is so determined to like collect all of them, but he can't find that one card. And he's asking everybody about it. But here's the thing though, everybody's kind of ruining their cards. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob. Remember when Patrick got that Mermaid Marco Boy card?
Yes.
Yes.
But way much more annoying to the roof. He's like, come on.
Dude, yeah, that was funny.
It what?
Do it again. It was funny.
Oh, okay. Like, well, I don't want to strain my voice because that was kind of like one commenter said. One comment said that I wonder how Keith Ferguson's vocal cords were when he had to do that or something like that.
Yeah, imagine that. Where he's going, come on, I want a card. But I was like, well, Blue, stop whining, you little dick.
I mean, can you really blame him? I mean, I think he's used to it because he uses the same voice for W. Derwin, Because
no, I meant like when the part when he goes like when he says "come on" and then he goes right there.
Well,
yeah.
But voice actors have talents like the guy who voices Rick and Morty. Jesse Rowland. Yeah, I just got it in my head. Thank you, Jesse Rowland. Like when he voices Lemon Grab from Adventure Time, he does this. I'm acceptable.
Or you could just say screaming, okay? Like when it comes to screaming. So.
Yeah, it just that. I was just trying to explain what he does and stuff. But anyway, so yeah, that's what he does. He's been voicing Rick and Morty ever since, and it's still going on, whatever. But continue talking about Cuckoo for Cocoa Cards.
Okay, so yeah, that's basically the plot of it. But the ending, she comes up with another ideal bobblehead like figures of everybody now, and now Blue's not trying to like collect them now. Oof.
All right.
Yeah, that's basically it.
All right. This one is called Fosters Go to Europe. I wanted one afternoon. Blue is giving misleading less. What?
Huh?
Okay.
Well, nobody.
Miscellaneous lessons about Europe and teaching his students French and though he using a fake accent, but clearly understanding what he says. When Mac arrives, he says that nobody is ready to go to Europe. Eduardo says he's ready, but he had 12 trucks full of his stuffed animals. What? 12 trucks full? How many stuffed animals does he have? What the F? Mac tells him that they're unable to get all of them on the plane. Upon hearing about the planes, Coco panics. Will says that Coco is scared of flying despite being part plane, part bird. Wait, what? Okay then. Mac orders Ed to pack what he needs and pick one stuffed animal, but will help him as for Blue, he isn't too sure about Europe, but he assures himself that he'll amaze people and that his French skills, but the rest don't seem to impress him. Mac assures that it'll be an excellent experience and mentions that they'll have a super fun amusement park that got Blue excited and packing. An imaginary friend named Ariel Trish, who has a habit of singing a bait horribly off key. Oh, Jesus. Comes to Mac, explaining that she also female, and she dreams of going to Europe, go to see her creator and family. But Mac only has 7 tickets, and Blue says in his fake accent that she can't attend. Mr. Harriman approaches Mac to show him that he made a schedule to spend time in Europe, but he to redo time zones, much to Mac's frustration. Meanwhile, Frankie is giving Madame Foster instructions of taking care of the house, but doesn't seem to be paying attention, even going for us to untie balloon friends. Mac finds Coco hiding. He assures her that plane is safe. There's more of a chance getting in an accident on the Foster's bus than getting on a plane crash, which calms her down. When Blue is about finished packing, Mr. Harriman gives him a schedule because he won't have anyone run amok on the trip. Frankie shows Madame Foster that games are in the closet, pre-cooked meals, the last, and dessert. Madame gives Blue a cookie, which gives him begin having second thoughts. Mag comes into the bedroom and sees that neither Will nor Ed are ready. Ed is having trouble picking which animal to take, so Mag picks for himself as Will's suitcase. They tell them they need to go. Mac waits at the front. Mr. Hammer gives an updated schedule. Frankie is making sure that Madame is taken care of Coco, Will, and Ed, who is wearing a seemingly stuffed coat. But the only one left is Blue. Just then, doorbell rings. It is revealed that being Madame Foster's arch rival Jerkins. Alright then. And her friends Blue arrives but tells Mac that he's not going but staying home with Madame Foster, so he gets a ticket to Trish. Frankie closes the door, realizing that his grandmother is going to throw a wild tea party. Well, you're Trish taking Blue's place. Mr. Harriman takes all the schedules to do them again. When Mac orders everyone else on the bus, Coco runs off. Will points out that Mac said that there's more of a chance for Coco getting an accident on the bus than the plane. Will goes back upstairs to finish packing and assures that he's ready to go. I'll go, and then stuffed animals on the coat he's wearing, so he tells Mac that he's choosing as far as impossible. Blue catches Frankie on the phone and tells her to order pizza, but she's calling for a sitter because Madame can't be trusted alone. That's when Madame admits that running the hall, scissors. Oh boy, this is too long to read.
Wait,
Okay,
listen. When I said like go to Wikipedia for fandom for help, I didn't mean to like read the entire thing. You just gotta read the important parts.
Yeah,
I know,
sure,
but I always want to see different stuff to say. Okay, skip it to the end. Blah blah blah. Everyone blames Coco as her minds move back and forth. Suspiciously, Mr. Harriman points out that the schedule does not call questioning, and leaves once again to redo them. Boy, he's been redoing them a lot. Jesus. Coco lays an egg which contains plane tickets. When Roach sees them, she sees that she wants a ticket. Blue says that they don't need more tickets and tears them all. Then goes back inside. Will takes Ed to the bathroom, and Frankie says that she'll be back. And Blue turns to Coco. She is gone. Mac gives up. She he tells Frankie that he'll call his mother to pick him up, saying that no one is interested on the trip. Mac was looking for it for everyone to have a good time. When Frankie assured everyone is officially ready, she calls a shuttle bus, taking him to the airport. Mac bids Madame Foster goodbye, but insisted on getting a big hug. The game finally departed when they reach the gate. Realizes that the tickets are missing. Everyone returns home in a huff. They blame Mac for losing the tickets. Max warned they had the tickets in his backpack. Frankie finds Mrs. Tremont sleeping on a chair, and she says that Madame is in bed. Frankie comes into the room, telling everyone is back, but finds her filled with stuffed animals. Turns out Madame Foster swiped the tickets while giving Mac a hug and giving other tickets to Jurgens, her friends, and even Eurotish. Oh, brother.
And yes, if you didn't see what I put in the private chat.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, okay. So it says here, the episode received very negative and hated reviews by many critics and fans alike due to numerous reasons. The hell?
Wow.
Yeah, sorry, we can't hear at the moment, Static.
Who, me?
No, not me, you, Static.
Oh, no, it's on me because I'm a Static fan. So hang on a minute. Let me just do this and that.
No, Christian. Apparently, you is deaf because I did say Blitz.
Oh, okay, but I still have to check my mic just in case, because of course you guys say about my mic, so you can't hear me, right?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? How about now? Yes. How about now?
Can you hear me now? What about now? What about now? Can you hear me now? Oh, wow.
Okay, let's see who that Eurotrish looks like.
I got
Oh, that's Eurotrish. I've seen a picture of her before. Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering
but-
who that was.
Mm-hmm. And you can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it says the episode received very negative and hated reviews by critics and fans alike due to numerous reasons. Fan and critics were bothered and saddened by the harsh mistreatment Mac gets the ending when Madame Foster swindles Mac's tickets. Fan and critics had claimed Madame Foster's actions as way out of character for her, suggested that while she may act a little bit crazy and goofy, she would be as cruel as this.
Yeah. And also, yeah, I was wondering about this one because I was looking through different episodes. I was curious about this one. Of course, it's a play on the movie The Big Lebowski. So what's this one about?
Well, yes. Even though it is named after The Big Lebowski, the plot is similar to the movie. Like, basically, it's all about like a bowling tournament between Madame Foster and her arch rival Jerkins. So yes. At first, they don't really seem to be that good at bowling, but get better soon. It gets even more better when Blue is called in to just really just throw the ball to get a strike. Just as that. Easy and simple. So with Mac and not really having a personal training, he goes to this dude this bowling ball, this pinball, this bowling pin imaginary friend guy for guidance and stuff. But it's revealed that he isn't really all that good of a trainer, and yeah, I mean, like, it's just a bowling tournament, just it goes on and on and on, and it only results in of course, Madame Foster winning.
Interesting. And what I found out about Eurotrash, her name is played on Eurotrash, a slur common in North America that refers to Europeans who they find considering avant-garde or otherwise different and unpleasant. Dang, that's a bit racist.
Oh yeah, and a little bit of a subplot. So of course, Blue wanted a new paddle ball.
Oh, okay. And but a battle ball. What's that?
A paddle ball? You don't know that?
Paddle balls. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
You don't know that?
No?
Are you
What?
serious? Are you serious?
Wait. You being for real right now? wait, did this guy say he doesn't? Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me just make this easy for him. Let me just, do this.
Yeah, I knew he was high, but it wasn't this high.
Watch, he's gonna say, "Oh, so that's what it is." I don't know why I keep that kind of accent. I was watching a Willem Dafoe video after this.
Well, apparently you made him clumsy. Of course.
All right, this is what it is. Oh no, I sent it to the wrong. Sorry. Never mind.
Wow, you're about as high as he is now.
No, because I pressed his and it says yours for some reason. That's what it is.
Oh, paddleball. God dang it. I misheard that.
Oh, so that's
Are
what
you-
it is.
I clearly said.
I thought you said battle ball.
Okay, I clearly said it twice. Apparently, you didn't hear me. You need Dumbo ears, apparently. Apparently, you're
I'm sorry. I thought you said.
That's where you hit a ball, you know.
I thought you
hit
said
a little
battle ball. I was thinking of the Simpsons because they had like thing called battle balls.
Yeah. That's the super new. It was a show.
Well, you were glitching there. I didn't hear a thing you said, dude.
Wow, now he's even more deaf.
No, it was actually
you're
glitching.
actually
Kidding. I'm sorry about that. I'm glitchy.
Speaking of, you ever heard of a yo ball?
A what?
A yo ball.
I
No.
think I kind of do.
It's basically a bouncy ball, like one of those. Well, like and it's combined with a yo-yo.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that one of those yo-yos that I like actually spins?
No. Let me just go here. And I first heard of this in Curious George, and years later they actually came up with this idea. I was like, wait, did they copy this from Curious George?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I used to have one of those. Those
How
are
was it?
awesome. Yeah, it's really awesome. I wish I had one right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm currently looking through another episode right now. Let's see. Have any of you seen Dinner is Swerved?
yes.
All right, explain.
did.
Cut.
One at a time, please. It is difficult. So I mean, like it's one of this quote unquote torture-esque episodes, especially when it came to Mr. Harriman. So yes, everybody is just in the dining hall, just waiting to eat, but they can't because that's considered rude to not do it when everybody is not present. So Mac and Blue are really trying to find their way to to the dinner hall, the dining hall. So they get lost all over the place. And I think they try to order pizza to try to like get to the front of the house to find the room. And yes, Will, Ted, Water, and Coco try to find them as well. And meanwhile, as they try to wait, Madam Foster and Frankie thankfully help the other imaginary friends eat some food while Herman is distracted, and that's basically it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And here's one. It's called Land of the Flea. Seen it?
Not if I remember it. It sounds familiar, but it's been a while.
Let me just let's see.
Well, of course, it has a short info though, so I'm not gonna talk about it.
Oh, that episode. Oh, where Edward has fleas. Oh, yeah, now I remember that episode.
So you do? Oh, I have seen it.
Yeah, I've seen the episode once, and yeah, I just remember like Edward is trying to get the fleas out of his back, and like we actually see the point of view of like the fleas like begging like the person like all behind this like, please don't do it. We have families, and it literally shows them having families.
Wow. Dang.
Wow, so it's a much more kid-friendlier version than the SpongeBob episode.
Which one are you talking about?
Hello, did you not hear me clearly? There was another Flea episode about SpongeBob, Sandy.
Yeah.
Oh, that. And there's actually a SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob actually has a fleas, like he actually ordered them like circus fleas.
Are you sure you're talking about the same? Oh no, wait, but that's kind of like a different one.
It's a different episode.
But they kind of like did that for Jimmy Neutron as well with the subplot in college.
Remember Barry's Scary?
Oh yes, don't even get me started on that one.
All right, I'll go ahead and write it down, and one of you can explain.
Oh, and Barry. Oof, she was not a fun character.
No, she was not.
Nope, she wasn't.
Cute at first, but apparently a freaking demon.
She's very hostile.
I thought you were about to say she's really hot.
Now
I
that's your job,
I
Peldo.
didn't.
For a second there, I thought you saying she's really hot, but I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Wah, wah, wah. So,
Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that.
oh wait, I forgot to play the quote unquote laugh track. but anyway, though. So this revolves around this imaginary friend named Barry who develops a crush on Blue, and it kind of gets in the way with Max's relationship with Blue. So Barry goes from like all sweet and nice and kind and stuff to being like a legit grade A she devil. So she decides to set up a world record with Blue with the world's largest rubber band ball, but Matt comes in at the end in need of his best friend to be there, and of course they win, and Barry rolls out of there out of anger and jealousy and stuff.
Yeah, sheesh. Of course, thinking she's cute at first, but later she's actually a crazy freaking lunatic.
But
Yeah.
Ray Delisle is just still dynamite.
Of course she is. She's always dynamite. Or as JJ in Good Times say, dynamite.
TNT Dynamite. You ever heard of that song?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The hell? Why'd you say it like that? Oh yes.
Oh, what?
No. I said, oh yes. I'm like I agree. Like, oh yes, I know that song.
You sound like the Kool-Aid Man's sleazy ass cousin.
Dang it.
Or more like you sound like the Kool-Aid Man when he's first getting laid. Like, oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Imagine that. Imagine if there's actually an appropriate commercial of Kool-Aid Man where it's like, oh yeah.
You see this model? She about to get that straw and suck on it.
Oh god. I can't think of that imagine. Okay, have ever heard of a show called Phone Home?
Yes, one of the stupidest episodes that I've seen.
Stupidest. Alright, explain.
Yeah, because it's just about like a blue bringing home a man in a phone suit, believing that he's an imaginary friend.
Oh?
That's all that is.
Wow. Okay, there's a little bit of information, which I'll go ahead and explain. A bone friend is being chased by a pack of stray dogs, just as dogs corner the bone in a dead end alley. Wilt saves in and throws the hungry dogs a steak. When Wilt returns to Foster's, all the other friends are able to congratulate him a new record for most rescue friends in 1 month. Wilt is the friend of the month again for many months in a row. Gee whiz! He's been that. Oh, dang. Well, he is a nice guy after all, so that explains it. So, Blue hears all this, immediately gets jealous of Wilt, and vows to be crowned the month's friend of the month because Blue thinks it is a contest. Wilt calmly tells Blue that it's in a contest. He's only trying to do his duty to rescue imaginary friends that need help. Blue is having none of that and sets off to rescue imaginary friend to become a new friend of the month. Determined, Blue tries to tries various ways to bring home an imaginary friend. He tries talking a real life hydrant into going home with him, but just says where it is, doesn't talk. Blue tries stealing that girl's imaginary friend, but she and her mother took it back. Finally, he spots a tall cell phone standing outside a cell phone store. There's a man in a cell phone suit who can't get out because the zipper is stuck. That is so cliche. Blue thinks he's an imaginary friend, though he drags him all the way back to Foster's. When Blue proudly enters the door, he exclaims, "Read him and weep, boys. It's the new friend of the month, me." But to his dismay, no one is around. He tries again, but still no one shows up. Finally, Blue pulls the fire alarm. Oh, for the love of God! Forcing everyone to come downstairs and behold his freshly kidnapped man in a cell phone suit. Something else is amiss. Though Wilt is not in sight, apparently Wilt is out with Frankie and Mr. Harriman rescuing more abandoned friends. It doesn't matter. Blue is too excited about this. It finds about his new find a way to return to them to return. He thinks is uses his new cell phone call hit them, starts jumping out. A man is lying down his back and down the number, but when he listens, the man is gasping from pain. Blue thinks the line is busy, so it's just to wait. Eventually, the man recovers, tries to escape, but slams into the front door. Later, Frankie and Mr. Harriman return, and Blue is finally able to tell them the great news. They inform him that my Chinese cell phone friend is not really a man in a cell phone suit. So they tell him again that his friend in the mud deal is not a contest. The man in a cell phone suit is now able to run away as he is overjoyed with Sandy. When Mac joins them, he shows them a green palm-sized imaginary friend that he just rescued. And Mac is all excited. Blue, however, tells him that any guy's help anymore because it's not a contest. The other three get excited, though Mr. Herring rewards Mac with a medal. He says, "Mac, let's go see a new car." The four of them exit house, leaving Blue there. The work is done during the credits. Red is using the phone to say things. Blue multiple times. Wow. Whew. Holy crap. That is a crazy episode.
Yep, and stupid.
Yeah. Whew. Boy. All right. Let's see what we got next. And yet another episode of plot. Which I haven't heard of Sign for Sore Eyes.
Yeah, I've seen it like a whole bunch of times.
All right. Go ahead.
So Mac and Blue meet this imaginary friend named Ivan, who's looking for his imaginary friend called Stevie, who is looking for his owner, Stevie, who turns out to be blind. And so they get into a series of mishaps, including Blue tackling down the wrong kid, and like being beat up by the kid's older brother and thrown in the trash. And there was a little bit of a something with with Eduardo, Wilt, and Coco being left out in the room, locked somewhere, and forgetting about them, Blue forgetting about them for some reason. So they find Blue in a dumpster, and they believe that Matt got his brother to beat him up and throw him in the trash. And when they all come together at the park, they put everything together in order to not play the blame game. They find a birthday party is being set off and stuff. So Blue just gets all crazy trying to find where Ivan's owner is. There's a big food fight, and it's revealed that, well, no, wait, I keep on saying that. And then Ivan and Stevie, they find each other again, saying that Ivan apparently was blinded by some sort of light that caused him to just run away, which revealed to be a picture taking. So Stevie's mom decides to take a big picture, which blinds Ivan and runs off, and they have to get him again.
Wow. That sounds messed up.
Yeah, and Ivan was voiced by Kevin McDonald.
Yes.
Really?
Mhm.
Cool.
And apparently, the kid Stevie is apparently supposed to be a parody of Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Oh no. Wait. What was it? Oh, hello, Jordan. Uh, have any of you ever heard or seen Squeeze the Day?
Oh wait, wait. Like I almost confused it for another episode, but not really.
Okay. Um, when Blue wakes up and one morning, he finds out the entire house is completely empty of every imaginary friend, including a mobile friend known as Never Leave Steve. Unknown to Blue, Frankie, Mr. Herman, and the other Foster residents have all gone to the beach to enjoy a day off and left Blue behind on purpose so they won't ruin their fun. Smart. After he did something.
Oh wait, now I remember. Yes,
Yeah, that was like in like decent episode, except like the ending was really surprising to me.
Okay, proceed.
What did you say no for, Jordan?
Because he has
For the episode.
Oh, okay.
apparently.
Okay. Continuing. I got that is smart for them to leave him there. After he did something bad on their last trip on the beach, according to Frankie. At first, Blue is initially bored of having nothing to do until Mac arrives. Mac and Blue eventually find out where everyone has gone. After some disappointment from Blue, Mac tells Blue that the both of them have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do whatever they want at the Fosters. At first, Mac and Blue run around the house, just crazy, screaming and breaking many rules, little rules, until Mac insists that he and Blue make their opportunity the best day of their lives. As the episode progresses, Mac and Blue decides to engage in multiple activities such as watching forbidden movies that Frankie owns. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, they're called forbidden movies for a reason. Okay, continuing. Preparing a bucket of water over the door, praying for when the gang returns, binging, whatever, fiddling with the Foster's elevator, sliding down the stairs. During all the antics, Blue continuously suggests to Mac they go hunting for Madame Foster's lost treasure. During their botched slide down the stairs, Mac and Blue break a picture frame that reveals a map of famed Foster's treasure. Ooh. With little time to properly follow the instructions on the map, Mac and Blue dig on the Foster's backyard until they find the bag they believe to be the treasure. To both of their disappointment, however, the bag is actually Uncle Puck's bag of souvenirs. With only a few minutes remaining, Mac and Blue try again to set up the bucket of water prank, but backfires just in time for everyone to enter the foyer. Mikey tells everyone that the governor has banned every Foster's residence from the beach, minus Blue due not being there after Will had an incident involving jellyfish and dirty sand. Oh, dang. And ending credits, Madame Foster celebrates Megan Blue's failure to locate her treasure, which she picks up and shows to the audience. Wow. Holy moly. Whoa. That is a crazy. All right then. Okay. Let's see what another episode to talk about, unless you have another episode fresh.
Still like remember. Oh yeah. I mean, you know it.
Worldwide Wabbit.
I've seen this episode. It's a good one.
Oh wait! Is this the one where Mac and Blue discover Herman singing and dancing to Madame Foster and they post it on the internet?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh, I've seen that one. Like a couple years ago.
Yes. This episode came out on September 17th, 2004.
Okay.
So it goes like this. Mac and Blue are using Frankie's digital camera to make video interviews for the new Foster's website when they stumble upon Mr. Harriman dancing and acting silly for Madame Foster. Mac videotapes it, but after a quick laugh, he decides to erase the embarrassing video. Before he can, however, Blue grabs the camera, shows the footage to Frankie, and eventually uploads it to the internet. Blue and the others desperately try to stop Mr. Harriman from finding out about his newfound internet fame. So, however, when I was watching that episode, there was one part that I find very funny. It's when they were interviewing that big green imaginary friend. He says, "My favorite color is pink." That's my favorite part right there. But when they were interviewing Coco, she got mad and bam, kicks the camera. Wow. But when Mr. Harriman saw it on live TV, he got mad. Wow. He got so mad that the house started to shake. But instead of being a laughingstock, people actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But in the end of the in the end, he made a new video of him dancing and acting cool, but unfortunately, everyone did not like it one bit.
Yeah,
So
and he took it too literal because he didn't understand it one bit, basically.
Yep.
Have you seen Blues Brothers?
Yes.
Of course, the introduction of Blues brother, which I don't know how does he have a brother since Mac is the one who imagined him.
No, they're not his actual brothers. They're everybody is so impressed and everyone is so impressed with Blue in Mac's class that they decide to create their own Blues. That's what that is.
Oh, that explains it. Okay, because I've seen on fandom there's a lot of different Blues. I'll explain it after you explain the episode.
I just gave you the plot, so that's kind of like it. But I mean, well, there's more to that, but yeah, just go.
Okay, so apparently the other Blues are Big Nose, Mustache, Unibrow, Good Storage, Left Eye, Long Arm, Shoulder, Farmer, Small, Punk, Robot, CGI, Hairy, Wide, Many-Eyed, Gangsta Bucker Up, what the? Two-Eyed, Three-Eyed Shark Teeth, Cool, Squiggly, Unibrow, Big Nose, Wide-Eyed, Thin, Big-Eyed, Top-Haired, Drawling, French, Bug-Eyed, Clown Nose, Black-Eyed, People's Torga Shaped, Alpha Nose, One-Eyed Bucktooth, Wide Mouth Blue, Hand Drawn, Pointy, Glasses, Animated Face, Pupil Eye, Thick Mouth, Back Mouth, Cubed, Bowler Hat Blue 1 and 2, Comb Over, Goatee, Wired, Angry Eyed, Spiked, High Voiced, Polka Dot Plaid, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Well, that's the animator's fault for only these much Blues. Jesus.
That's your fault for droning on like owl.
There's one Blue in that episode that has a deep voice. He's big.
Yeah, I just found a photo of the Blues here. Look.
Okay, there's blue, 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 blue. Wait, we can't forget about that blue. Here's the other blue.
That's the Blue Apocalypse.
Oh no, holy dude.
Oh, I've heard of this episode too. I was looking through Mondo Coco. Yeah, I wonder what this one's about.
You ever watch it?
No, I never heard of it. I've said I was looking through it. When I was looking through different episodes, I just saw that one. I'm curious about this one.
So basically, this is an episode about Coco by herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
So
What's so funny?
Hello?
okay. So it says here, Mac and Blue leave the door open to Foster's, causing Coco to escape and travel to different places, and where she becomes famous in several countries. Basically, that's because I remember when she went to Japan, and that was really awesome. Except the woman she met was kind of bitchy.
Hmm.
Yeah. And one of the songs called "Coconut Conquers Japan" was sung by Tara Strong.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay then. And I've heard of this one too. I was looking through. Bye Bye Nerdy.
So, Blue takes a trip to Mac's school and finds him sitting in class. So he thinks. So he goes back, whining, yelling at and Foster's, saying that something is really wrong with Blue. They think that he's in really big trouble or something, only to call him just a big nerd for no absolutely dumb reason, saying that it would ruin his reputation or something like that. So he interrogates Mac into anything that would consider him to be a nerd. Mac starts to take offense to this and decides to change himself up, but this just gets him even much more made fun of. It's not until he meets up with this sort of laid back, cool, no nonsense type of guy who's just not a care in the world and stuff. All he does is just sit I'll just stand beside a rock and just like do absolutely nothing because that's what cool guys do apparently. Blue goes back to Foster's screaming and yelling, just no, Blue, Mac is cool now. For some reason, it's gonna ruin my reputation again. So, and then there's this something bad is about to happen with Mac no longer coming to Foster's anymore. That Blue is going to be adopted. So, in a series of events, he runs away from the kids, but accidentally ends up looking like a quote unquote nerd. He meets up with Mac, and everybody is making fun of him. Mac gives this big speech about it doesn't matter if you're cool or a nerd or anything like that. But apparently, everyone else misses the point about that. They ridicule him, calling Mac a nerd. But it's revealed that Mac is sent to detention for apparently shooting spitballs. So that's it.
Wow. Dang.
I just have one.
Go ahead.
I just have one question. Are spitwads and spitballs the same or no?
Yes.
Oh, because I thought they were different.
Like it doesn't like it doesn't really matter. Like they're basically just the same thing. Like yeah, I really had like no comment to say. They're just the same thing.
Okay. Have any of you heard of or seen Blue Done It?
Yeah.
I did.
I have a question. I got one question for you, Christian.
Mm.
What are those?
Yeah.
God freaking dang it. So you said you've seen it, Movie Watcher. Do you want to explain it?
Yes, I've seen it. During the production of the Holmes newspaper, Uncle Pockets, the most frequently adopted imaginary friend come to Foster's, returns yet again. Uncle Pockets charms drives all the other friends' attentions to him, making Blue jealous. Blue then decides to try to expose Uncle Pockets as a fraud through the Holmes newspaper. You know, by calling him suspicious. Yeah, so Blue tries to figure out what Uncle Pockets really is. But one night, when he caught him digging, Uncle Pockets swung his shovel at him, hitting him right in the head. Ouch! Did you see that part? Uncle Pockets hits Blue in the head with a shovel. Wow! But then, as Blue was digging through the mound of dirt, Uncle Pockets want him to. So lo and behold, there was a bunch of childhood keepsakes that he had. So hold on, you guys. My mom's calling me. Be right.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
sorry, we're not really on that subject now, but the Nickelodeon version.
Same.
Yeah, I like the 2003 and the Nickelodeon version, the 2012 version.
Mm-hmm. And oh yeah, Fresh. Can you do the voice of Uncle Pockets?
Oh, let's see. I mean,
Oh,
let's see
yeah.
if I can remember. If I can remember. Let's see.
Hmm.
I'm a professional friend extraordinary. A little sweet little girl, not to be an I became her friend.
Hmm.
That's
really
all I
good.
can like remember from him. But you do know that Kevin Michael Richardson also plays Foul Larry from Goodwill Hunting.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
It's just
Very nice.
where Elizabeth's a solo loser. And
Wow.
all right, I'll keep this. What's his name? Right.
I have a question. Out of all
Yes.
the characters, of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which one happens to be your favorite most of all?
Back.
Let's see. Out of all of them, oof, I gotta say a tie with Wilt and Eduardo.
I see.
Mm.
Good one. And you?
Well, I would have to say Mr. Harriman, although
What?
although he does get too fussy enforcing the rules, he dresses up like a gentleman. He also has this British accent.
Hmm. I mean, that's the magic of Tom.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane. Take care of that.
Yeah, for just so he knows.
Yeah, there's two Toms in that show, but yeah, thank you. And the person said here, I see Carnage and Grey Jet. No, it's not the Grey
What are you
Jet.
even talking about?
No, the person that wrote the comment here and the live
Yeah,
chat.
that's who I'm talking to. Yeah, that's what
No,
I'm talking.
they're talking about the profile pictures,
Oh wait. Okay.
but it's not the Grey Chin. It's the Nega Chin. Can't believe that became a meme, which I'm so glad it did.
I mean, yeah, like almost this about a close of almost saying, yeah, that's the. Ooh.
The Crimson Chin. Wrong. The Nega Chin. That's racist.
Yeah, they also did the same thing with Eggman Nega or Jimmy Negatron.
Oh.
Just so people like being careful getting away with any of the things that might be considered dirty or crossing the line or being too close to controversy.
Yeah, getting with jokes like that, even that takes it like a little bit too far. Like, wow, like the Powerpuff Girls when Robin was like, I was an accident too. I was like, what? They actually put this in?
Yeah.
It also kind of reminds me of this one cat dog episode with Red Riding Hood. What was it? I know she was in class. Was she? Yeah, she was. And yeah, there was the teacher, Hollywood, because he has multiple jobs. And one of the kids were like, look, something slimy and sticky. I was like, what?
Ooh. Let's see. Or what about the fingerprints joke from Animaniacs?
Wait a minute. Can you tell me more about that?
Okay, so like it's just okay. So I think there's like some kind of mystery. It's like dust for Prince, and then Dot said, "I found Prince." You know, the singer.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Have you seen the one where they're camping and like Yakko said something and he was like, "Where's the buns?" And Dot said, "I got the buns," and she was showing her like, dang,
Like you
wow.
did
I
show me
was
that
like,
one.
dang.
You showed me that.
Mhm.
Or what about this? What about like, give me the bird? We would, but the Fox sensors won't allow it.
Yeah. Huh.
Fun fact about Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is that the last episode was on May 3rd, 2009.
Hmm. Oh, so this is the one. Wow.
What?
Oh no, I was trying to find the last episode.
Yeah, it's literally called Goodbye to Blue.
Yeah, I can see that he says encouraging great Shin.
That's the
What?
Netflix for crying out loud.
So were you talking about what was going?
Many old bees, man.
All right, let's about this. Oh, okay. Finish talking about Blue Done It. No.
Oh, where was I? Because my mom was calling me, but I'm back now.
Okay.
I think you got to the part where he knocked the freak out of Blue with a shovel.
Oh, yes. Thanks for reminding me. So, Blue caught Uncle Pocket digging in the yard, but Uncle Pocket swings at him with a shovel, hits him in the head. Bam! And then everything went black. Ouch. That's gotta hurt.
Hang on, man.
Excuse him, everyone. He just got diarrhea at the moment.
I don't get it.
What a bit of a joke.
So, anyway, the next day, Blue decides to expose Uncle Pockets by telling everyone who he really is. And in doing so, he finds a mound of dirt, which he was digging into. But Uncle Pockets didn't want him to do it. He tries to stop him. Then, lo and behold, a lot of childhood keepsakes comes out. And then Mac did some sleuthing himself. He went around asking those who knew Uncle Pockets to solve the mystery. And there you have it. Mac solved this mystery, although Blue thought he did it, but he didn't. And so Uncle Pockets is now an official resident of Foster's home.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Movie Watcher, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Blitz.
Do you know the way?
What?
Do you know the way? Do you know the way? Because if you don't know the way, because you don't know the way, do you know the way?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a
Knuckles'
meme.
name.
From Knuckles.
Yeah.
Wait, have you seen this one video where like they're playing games? Sonic says, "Let's play a game while using the letter A," and like Knuckles is like, "Fuck you."
Oh, man. No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, let's talk about this one. This will be the last one that'll end the stream. Infernal Slumber.
Blue believes that they set up a plan to have a slumber party at Mac's apartment, but Mac has to remind him that he can't be seen by Mom or Terrence due to, him sending him to fosters in the first place because he's too old for Blue and stuff. So Eduardo and Wilt arrive and they just they just take pictures and clean stuff, and they're just trying to like have everything to just be as quiet as possible. It's not until the arrivals of Goo and Coco and Cheese where everything starts to go wild about. So they start doing like any particular summer party activities, and Blue is just like playing pranks on Mac's mom and Terrence and stuff. Then eventually Terrence wakes up and starts to think that he's hallucinating. He tries to go and tell their mom, but she stops him at the last moment. They clean everything up before the morning arrives, and and Blue believes that they're gonna have another one real soon. And then at the end of the episode, there's a big freaking hole in the roof. Terrence tries to explain that Mac had his imaginary friends over here. Mac's mom doesn't believe him and grounds him.
Yeah.
You know,
Go ahead.
you know, the only question is, how did they make that big hole in the ceiling?
Can't really remember. Can't really remember like so good. Like I watched it a few days ago, but it's just. Oh, well, I mean, like I could just give it a quick look. Really, guy?
What?
You know what?
What?
Oh,
No, I
come
didn't do nothing.
on.
Who would win? Actually, yeah, who would win?
You're
Well,
such a goofball, Blitz.
No, being serious about this question now. Who would win, Spider-Man or the Negachin?
Chin.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to tell. Like they're both equally like strong and stuff, but well, I guess my money would go for Spider-Man.
Same.
Nice. Negachin gets his butt kicked a lot, so
True.
All right. This was a really good stream. It didn't make up for the last one, which went terribly.
do you see a big mouth?
So, yeah. Yeah, really good stream. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. Really good time. I'll put up the next poll for what to see next week. So, you guys have a great day and see you next time. Bye, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Six months.
Very funny.